Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking to scramble. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense has its first opportunity of the day. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Fouls through the defense. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Clark wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Inside the 35. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He turns it loose to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Shaw. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clark to fire. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They're setting up the screen. Smashes through the tackle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is. And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't fooled. Everybody stayed in their gap, and that's why they shut that play.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They kick it away on fourth down. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Ball will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Clark wants to throw. Working that left side now. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Hold. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wide out. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It'll be third and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards, pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Clark to fire. Here's the pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point makes it 28-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rides the back and leaves it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got his man on the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
It's complete to the right.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throwing the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Vanderbilt. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Caught behind the line. It's Galloway. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's James. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's James. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations,
he'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
That's a small school.
Clark wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He throws one to the left. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
That fall's incomplete. They had the screen all set up and he couldn't hang on to the ball. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. When you ride with the freshman quarterback, you have to take the good and take what they've taken today, which is a lot of bad. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Find space on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hodges.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the heat gets home, and down goes the quarterback. There are penalty markers on the field, but I think it's against the offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.